We're headed into a romantic reading. Something about romantic love that's wanting to come through. So I asked God to just kind of give me that clarity of where we're headed into this so you can kind of know if this resonates with you. So we've got the whale and orca elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, and diving deep. So this gives me energy of like emotional depth and emotional maturation, really being able to feel in alignment and clarity about your own emotional depth. And that's maybe a path that you've been on, is to truly understand yourself, truly become clear and honest and true about your emotional depth, your maturation, and your ability to own it, to clearly operate from it. And this isn't to like instead letting your emotions be like the ocean that washes over you. You learn how to surf them like the tide or like the beautiful whale orca energy here. And there's something about this person, whether you've met them or not, whether you're already in a relationship with them or not, coming along in a very similar fashion. And so if this is a new connection, you'll recognize it from this emotional depth. Like, it's easy. It's mature. It's honest. It's vulnerable, but it's intentional. And if this is old, right? So you just apply it as you must if you're already in a relationship, and there's depth that is evolving, maturing within the relationship where there's layers being pulled off. There is maturation and ownership when it comes to the, I want to say, the waves that you make within each other's lives, right? Being able to own your own emotional capacity and the impact that it has. Either way, this is really talking about a very deep connection. And there's a lot about speaking in general, like how communication is key, how the communication aspect of the relationship is, I want to say something as simple as like next level. And so again, that could apply for an old connection to a new connection. It also feels ancient, like instead of texting, you're calling, or instead of maybe in the past having conversations amongst all the other things that are going on, you're pausing to connect or making intentional time to come together with, again, like pre-thought out, self-honoring, being able to really get into alignment and then bringing it forth instead of just reactions. So called energy also came from the bottom of the deck. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So again, this would be energy that you're currently in, like you're feeling called to bring your precious gifts out to the world. This could even be what brings this connection in, or what has brought this connection in, is feeling intuitively led to do something, to put yourself out there, to go up to somebody and talk to them, to, you feel that soul calling that ignites you to get pulled into somebody's sphere, or that you're currently on your aligned path, your purposeful path that then syncs you up with this person. You also could share a purpose, very much so. So that just went right in my bag. That's the third time that's happened this week. I have like I jokingly call it my Mary Poppins bag because it's got all my tricks, and it's when I do my in-person readings, I carry it around. So just funny that it went right in the bag. So you carry lots of magic that is currently being called out of you. And it's almost like an endless energy that the more you call it, the more you respond, the more you operate, the more it opens up. And I think that this person has that ability to do that in your life and vice versa. So you just got community. Again, there's something about you guys either doing communal work together, something for humanity, something of service, or in general, you feel like that soul-led family that wants to build upon itself. But it just feels deeper than just like immediate family stuff. It feels more like learning how to better the people around you because of the love that you embody, the clarity you embody, the gifts that it's activating, the sense of maybe service or empowerment. This is like a very soul renewal type of energy, like, oh, you exist. Or like if it's an old connection, it's like, oh, I knew this part of you existed. Right? Never ending stories at the bottom of the deck. I love this. So this absolutely feels like an extension of things that you've been working on in this lifetime and perhaps even from a past lifetime, where there's no beginning and there's no end. There's a feeling of like, it's you, of course. Let's begin where we left off. But like, where did we begin? I don't know. Where are we going? I don't know. It's endless. It's infinite. Your conversations could go like that. Like they could go around and you're like, did we finish a sentence? Or did we finish the thought? Because we're just over here and we're over there. Or there's so many ideas. There's so much like purposeful excitement within the conversation, right? Because I'm getting a lot of I just want to say like activations that feel passionate, purposeful, like exciting, but that's like building on itself, like things that you have desired or put into your own container of like, one day I will, or I would like to, and they just are coming out in this connection like, hello, the time is now, or here's the person to do it with, or remember this thing that you were working towards, or this thing that you've been praying about. Okay. I feel a little fidgety with my hair, so perhaps this person makes you a little bit like giddy and like, I don't know, like I get a little nervous. All right, so clear, concise, accurate messages. In like, again, like almost like that youthful way. This could be like a youthful energy. It's a new connection for a lot of you, but again, this could absolutely be like a very big renewal for an old connection. Even if it's like a marriage, it's like we're on to something and it feels like it is sparking a very new and fresh version. But a lot of you, this feels like a very new connection, and it likely, because with the Fool card, it came through either travel, it came through some humanitarian effort, or something that you had been investing yourself into, like volunteer work, community work, or it came through the internet. Of something else. It feels like a spiritual connection though in general. She's got the amethyst, and again, it feels like a calling. Could have been like some sort of community thing, could even be a dating app, because it's giving me like the community energy with the internet. So this is a very effortless connection, but it's coming through, and again, this is an effortless, I don't mean effortless like completely, like the effort's a good thing when it's in alignment, but it's like nothing else in your life feels like it's fully gelling or coming together, and yet this is solid and it feels easy, and it feels like it makes the other things easier. So it's going to create a lot of learning for you both, a lot of insights, a lot of, again, connecting dots from past things where you're like, oh, I've been praying about that for the longest time. A change of home is coming, is what I'm hearing, or a change of community. What else do we need to know about this connection? I do think this is asking you to give up past heavy, dense stories, because it's asking you to be your best, like most loving, most empathic, most open and vulnerable self. So there's going to be some parts of you that are dense and attached to old versions that are going to be shedding away. And so again, it could be a change of community, or that could have just happened, which then aligns you with this new version, this new person. This is going to help you break some really big patterns that you've been asking for. So keep allowing each other to support each other. Yeah, things like depression, loneliness, not being together with your person, and having this feeling of like it's not working. I sense like deep, true love coming forth that has this like build, and it feels really good.